Hello and welcome back to school. My name is Julie Ingalls and I teach at Cherry Creek High School. And your child is in my CP World History class. We are beyond excited to actually be meeting in person. We know that the entire nation is not doing this. We know it is actually a privilege to be able to do this. So we're excited to see your kids in person this year. And we're excited to see what this year has in store for us. Just know your teachers have been working, the teachers have been working really hard to make this year happen. And so we're pretty excited about the possibilities. We're thankful that at least we're meeting in a hybrid method right now, and that we get to see your kids in person some of the time. I know it's difficult for you guys. I'll explain a couple of things as we go. When in class, I normally ask kids to keep a portfolio. It's where they keep everything in class. This year's probably a little bit different since half of our learning is remote at the least. And who knows, if we might go remote, online for a while instead of the hybrid. So I probably won't stick to this as much, but basically everything we do should go inside of this notebook, everything we do in class. I'm just gonna ask that kids bring it. I'll try to stay generally organized as I normally do for the kids, but you're gonna find that it's just a little bit different. We're having to alter things, and honestly I think it's probably better for education that we're altering things. I think it's good for your kids. It's good for us as teachers to stretch us. So this is my personal website. If you want to know a little bit more about me, you can feel free to go to my website, read about me, go to the page. What you're going to find here is that it's basically become obsolete at this point because we are doing so much online learning. And so Schoology will be definitely our mode of choice. And so I'm just going to take a minute and get you right into Schoology right now, into that page I was looking at here. So this is my CP World History course. And what it looks like. A couple of things you'll find, of course, a link to my website. As I said, I'm not going to put a whole lot of new things on there. I'm probably not going to put anything on there is what I'm thinking for this year. It's there again if you want to take a look at it. The assignments, I would ignore everything like that because they've been altered, adjusted, or completely changed and no longer exist, just because of our current circumstances. I change every year, but this is definitely more drastic. So, and I needed a method like the learning management system of Schoology does it so well. So they'll find everything here that they would have found there, but they'll also be able to turn their assignments here. So if they want to take a look at their calendar, where they're going, I'm going to update this. I'll probably update it in the next couple of days and add the next couple of weeks in there. So we're kind of, making sure that it looks similar to what it would have before. You'll see over here they do have an assignment that's due coming up this week. Week 1, phase-in week, was just pretty simple. Let's go to a typical week here. Week 2 is pretty typical. Any of their in-person days. So if they miss one or more of their in-person days for whatever reason, they're going to find any of the handouts here. Okay, if it's an assignment that's due that I need them to actually turn in class, I'll probably make a note of that on the in-person file, which I don't believe I did on this one. So you'll see some things here. Yeah, it says if the folders, it only says files and no folder of the assignments. That means that they don't need to worry about turning them in, but they do need to complete them because they'll be on tests, essays, quizzes. They'll see it later on. It's important information. Remote days, that is what they should be starting later this week. First thing I just ask is update their Schoology profile. I only see them with masks this year, so I'd love to see their faces. So you can go ahead and take a look at that. It's a simple assignment. And then a River Valley Civilization assignment here that they can find anything. It should be pretty self-explanatory for them. So I'm giving them a lot of leeway as to when they want to start these and turn these in. Some kids, want to do the remote days a little bit early. Some of them, will wait to the last minute, and that's fine as long as they turn it in by the due date. We should be good to go. So anyway, welcome to a very unique school year at Cherry Creek High School and the whole world, I guess, for that matter. I'm going to end here just by telling you a couple of things that your students actually said nice about you guys. Believe it or not, they still love you. You guys are still a priority in their lives, and so When I ask them on their information card, who do you admire most? More often than not, I actually still get them saying their parents. So I'm just going to read a couple of them. So pretend this is your child telling you how much they love you, because you deserve it. I know you have put so much hard work into making them who they are today, into their education, into every part of them. And so we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So this one girl here says she admires her mom because she doesn't give up. Another one, my mom because she's successful and hardworking. My parents, they've learned so much. I've learned so much of them from life, so much from them about life. My mom faced adversity when she was young and she came out on the better side. My dad has gone through a lot and he's still an amazing dad. My parents work so hard and do so much for me. My dad, he works his butt off to provide for his family. I love that from a kid, just real honest. Parents, because they work hard to make my life easy. I like how they're recognizing that you do that because you do make their lives considerably easier. So thank you. Parents, because they exemplify traits I want to have. That's beautiful. My mom, she surprises me every day. My mom, because she's helpful and caring. My mom, because she grew up with nothing and earned everything she has now. My parents, because they always manage to pull through any kid through a problem they face. My parents, because they're hardworking. So just, again, take those as if they were all talking to you because we really do appreciate you. One other thing you'll find in this email is a link to a survey. So I'd love for you just to fill that out. Tell me a little bit about your child and anything you want me to know. I hope you have a great day, and we are excited for a very unusual school year. So thank you so much.